Homeschooling is going to be so fun today. If you have a block or a book or something that'll give you some height, you might want that. My requests were for side body and neck and shoulders, and then some handstand stuff. So we'll see. I'm half asleep, so I'll do my best. But to start, let's do, if you feel like you're ready for it, some sort of Baddha Konasana, Tarasana shape, so soles of the feet together. And it can be tall, but if you want, you can just get your blocks or pillows or bolsters and stack them up. And then just take a moment. And while you are here, either supported by blocks and pillows or sitting up tall, begin to take breath. Big breath in, and big breath out. 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 And as your breath starts to fill up your body, take a moment to check in with your body. Notice if there's any spaces that feel tight or tense. Notice any spaces that feel like they might need some nurturing today. Begin to lengthen your breath as you inhale, taking it just a little bit bigger. Same with the exhale. Pushing all the breath out until there is none left. Nothing to hold on to. So that next new breath is even bigger. No remnants of the past breath. Let the breath just roll in and roll out like the waves of the ocean. Maybe you can even get that visualization. Rolling in, rolling out. Bringing in what you need. Taking out what you don't. Notice how you're feeling. Your feelings, your mental. And if we can just be in this moment. There's a lot of fear and stress and anxiety tied to this moment in time, but this very moment in time where you are on your mat and you are able to practice yoga, in this moment, how are you? In this moment, I am safe. And in this moment, the moment that matters, I am healthy. In this moment, I am calm. In this moment, I am tired. In this moment, I am loved. In this moment, I am supported. You can keep going with that. Or you can just keep repeating the ones that you really need to hear. Just let it move through your head. Feel it in your body. Three more big rounds. Make your last round of breath the biggest inhale. Let it all go. And then if you're still on the blocks or the pillows, roll your way up, move things aside, and then just bring the feet in. Use your hands to help. Feet wide, at least as wide as your hips, and just start to go side to side a couple times. Hang out on the right side for a moment. You can look over your left shoulder. Come back through the center. Knees to left. You can look over your right shoulder. And then when we come back to center, we're going to take the left sole of the foot in and the right leg out long. Right hand on the inside. Reach out through your left fingers up and over. Just go back and forth a couple times. So stretch through the left fingers, spin your heart up to the sky, and then left hand comes down, right arm up and over. Side to side. Moving with your breath. Maybe you're still repeating the words you need to hear. And this time as you take your right hand down, take your left hand up, and maybe, sole of the hand, your hand behind your head. Press your head back, lift up your heart, lean back, and then like your elbow's leading this, lift up through the elbow and over. So your head keeps pressing into your hand, and all of your breath fills up your left side body. And as your head continues to press back into the sole of your hand, you can spin your heart up higher to the sky. Try to really pull the shoulder down and away. And breathe. And then let your left hand reach out. Now circles. And your whole body moves with this. So turn towards the ground, stretch past the toes, open up, breathe. Just like 3. And then we'll reverse, breathing in and around, moving through your space. And then let that left hand reach over your ear and spin your whole torso towards your right foot as you reach both hands towards the inside of the right foot. And you don't have to touch the foot. I do have a hair tie. Just breathe into your low back, your hips. Neck and shoulders, let your head just hang. And then walk your hands more center, so you're right in the middle. And feel like your bottom is pulling back and your heart's reaching forward. So how long can your spine get as you stretch the arms out? Notice your right toes, can they go up towards the sky? Maybe even from your hip, roll back. Just breathe. And then hug your navel and start to look at your belly button and roll up slowly, dragging the hands on the floor, slowly, slowly stacking. Before we finish, take your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, reach your left hand to the sky, reach up and then over. Keep spinning your heart to the sky, keep breathing. Wherever the head feels good, let your right ear dip to your right shoulder, let your chin reach the right shoulder. And then we'll bring the left hand as you come up behind that left hip on a diagonal. Press into the left shin if it's working for you. And go all the way up and over. Breathe. Heart to the sky. If your butt didn't get off the ground, so what? And then lower your bottom down to the ground. Find that same thing we just were in. So soles of the feet come in. Shoulders roll back. Let the knees rock from left to right. And then this time, lift your chest, lift your butt a little bit. Doesn't even have to be a lot, minimal effort. And then rock to your toes, is that possible? And then rock backwards, rock to your toes. Stretch out your wrists when you're doing this. Feel like you're pressing your heel of the hand towards the floor. Back down, forward. Maybe one more. And as you come back to center, just lower your bottom down. Easy peasy. Switch it out. Right leg on the inside, left leg on the outside. Just back and forth. Left hand on the inside, up and over. Breathe. And then right hand down, up and over. Go with your breath. Oh, stretches. Circle the wrists around. Wiggle your toes. One more. So now this one, as your hand comes down, the right sole of the hand, I'm just going to go with it. Sole of the hand presses into your head. Your head presses into the hand. Open up your heart towards the sky. And then again, like you're leading through the elbow. So think up through the elbow and then over. And breathe. Breathe. Biggest inhale. Biggest exhale. And come out of it enough that you can extend the right arm and now those circles. Just circle all the way around. 3. Breathing. And then you'll reverse it. I don't think I've moved in days. And we'll take that arm all the way on the inside. Again, it doesn't have to be that far, right? Maybe it's more your calf. Anything through the head, let your head move. Maybe go a little bit further. Breathe. Send your breath into the body parts that really need it. Walk more towards center. So hips pull back. Heart walks forward. Melt into it. Left toes are to the sky or maybe even back behind you, externally rotating. How broad can your upper back get? Can you imagine your shoulders moving away from each other and your ribs opening up? And then looking at your belly button, hug your navel in, drag your hands up. Last stop, left hand on the outside of the right thigh, right hand to the sky, so lengthen up. And then arc it over, some stretch. Breathe. And take the right hand now behind sort of diagonal of the hip. Press into the shin. Again, if you don't get your butt off the ground, so what? Stretch and breathe. Heart to the sky. And then as you lower your hips down, bring your left foot in, right foot in, side to side one more time. All right, this time we'll lift up. If it works, if it doesn't work, do the same exact thing. So roll the shoulders, open the chest. This right here is kind of nice. So bend your elbows, straighten your elbows a little bit, open up through your heart. And then all 10 fingers active. All the foot is active, ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, the heel, press down, squeeze your butt, lift up. Press down to lift up. And then lower your bottom down, cross your ankles, come on over to all fours. Move around some here before we really get going. And whatever that means to you. You're ready for down dog, then get into down dog and wiggle your dog. You need to stay on hands and knees a little bit longer. You need child's pose. Breathe, breathe in, breathe out. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Once you're ready, come meet me in down dog. 10 fingers spread wide. Bend and straighten your legs. Think about that back again, getting big and broad. Knees can stay a little bit bent. And then we'll roll in and out of plank a couple times. So lift your heels, look at your belly button, and nice and slow from your legs, pull your belly in and roll forward, shoulders over the wrist. And then from your belly, pull up and back, down dog. Look at your belly button, roll forward plank, shoulders over the wrist, heels press back, heart pulls forward. From your belly, pull back. One more time. Forward plank, and then drop the knees, pull back to child's pose. Give child's pose a couple of rounds of breath. Come back to your breath, come back to your words, come back to this present moment. So now let's start to roll a little bit bigger from child's pose into like up dog, cobra. So from child's pose, come into cat, so look at your belly button. And then from cat, start to shift your shoulders over your wrist. Let your pelvis pull towards the floor. Bend your elbows if you want, and then start to squeeze shoulder blades to lift up your sternum, lift up your heart, lift up your gaze. And then you take it right back from your belly, pulls you back. Maybe to child's pose all the way, maybe not quite. Just back and forth a couple times from your cat. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Toes could tuck, stretch out your feet. Belly forward, heart lifts. And exhale, take it back. 2 more times. Hear your breath. Exhale, take it back. This last one, we're going to take it all the way to the mat. So as you come through your cat and into your cobra, maybe it's an up dog, and lower all the way down. Wiggle out a little bit. From your toenails, pressing into the ground, engage your quads, pubic bone down, belly button in. Bring your hands lower, so at the very last of your ribs, even lower than that. Open the elbows wide, and then squeeze shoulder blades together, wrap elbows together, pull your belly in, press through your feet, lift up your chest, baby cobra. Just stay here. So active through your feet, pull your belly in, find the squeeze of the shoulder blades, the squeeze of the elbows. Your chin can be tucked, the neck can open. You can draw right ear, right shoulder, left shoulder. Just breathe into it. Build a little bit of heat. Keep finding all the anchors. There's so many anchors in this. Your feet, your legs, your core, shoulder blades, elbows. And then let it go. Bend the knees, rock it out side to side. Push up hands and knees. Pull up your pants. Come back to down dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale it up. Knee to nose, exhale. Back up to the sky, inhale. We're gonna do a number 4 shape. So exhale, knee to your nose. And then cross your right ankle over atop of your left knee. Pull yourself up and back to down dog. Bend your left knee, and I'm trying to pull my chest towards my right shin, my right calf. Pulling the hips up and back. Keeping right foot flexed. So this with a bent left knee is different than straightening out the left leg. I don't know, which one do you like? I like them both in a different kind of way. But if you do the straight leg, just be aware if you're letting your chest collapse, which I'm doing right now, because to me it feels good. All right, now bend back into the left knee. Use your core, step that right foot between the hands. Soften the back knee down, lift up your heart. Breathe. Let your hips move left, right a little bit. Straighten out your right leg, hands can walk back, you can be on blocks. Lift your heart, breathing in. Hips pull back, heart reaches forward, maybe you go a little bit deeper. So as we bend into the right knee, we're going to externally rotate again. So toes will go to the right. So bend into your right knee and spin your toes to the right so the knee goes off to the right. Might even bring a block into this. Reach your right hand forward. Right hand forward, right hip pulls back. So all this space from your right hip to your right armpit extends up to the sky. Breathe. Maybe the hand comes behind the head again and you open up. Okay, now as your right hand comes down, you're going to spin the right toes forward and block here on the inside of the foot. Left knee lifts, drop your left foot, and then how much can you straighten your right leg? And reach your left arm up to the sky. So it's a super early triangular shape. Left arm maybe over the ear. Back and forth a little bit, move through the head. And then we're gonna spin this. Left hand comes down to the ground. I'm gonna move my block. Back heel lifts, find a twist. Again, right hip pulls back, open up your heart. The right arm can reach over the ear, towards the back of the mat. Again, your head could just go. Breathe. Right hand comes down to the ground. Use your core so you're pushing through the ground to lift the right foot up. Step it back, down dog. Heels lift, roll forward plank on the inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Come through cat. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Shoulders roll back from your legs. Inhale, baby cobra. Fly your hands off the mat. Pull your belly in. Maybe reach your hands back towards your feet. Stretch. Right hand reaches towards your right foot. Left hand reaches towards your left foot. Both hands reach. Pull your belly in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, down dog. Left leg reaches to the sky. Pull the front ribs in. Use all 10 fingers. Inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Shift forward, get the shoulders over the wrist. Inhale to the sky. Exhale. Okay, now number 4, cross left over right. Start by bending your right knee. But still feel like your butt's trying to reach up and back. Like it's still down dog. And your chest can pull towards the left shin. And your head can hang out. Maybe straighten the leg. Don't lock the knee out though. Maybe melt the heart a little bit more. Breathe. Bend into the knee, pull your belly in, step that foot forward. Back knee down, shoulders back, heart lifts. A little bit of a wiggle to the left and the right. Pull your left hip back in space. You can use blocks. You don't have to have a totally straight leg. Your hands can move. All sorts of things can happen. Then lift the heart. See if your tail can go back and your heart can go forward. And that length can be brought into your fold. Okay, now this is where you're going to turn the left toes out and find a twist. So begin to bend into the left knee. Spin your toes to the left. Right hand, maybe you've got your block. Pull the left hip back, reach your left hand forward. So all that space on the side body, then twist your ribs, twist your ribs, twist your ribs to the sky. Breathing in. So I'm dumping all types of weight into my right shoulder. Don't do that. Lift out of it. You can let your head go. All right, now as we spin this, you're spinning your toes forward, and that left hand now comes maybe to the block. Drop your back foot. See how much you can straighten out your left leg, and maybe the right hand goes up and over. Oh. And one more twist. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the sky. Left hand down, use your belly, step it back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Child's pose, exhale. Come through cat. Into up dog. Exhale to the floor. Shoulders roll back from your feet. Inhale, baby cobra, no hands. Locust, press down, pull your belly in, reach. Breathe. Pinch the shoulder blades. Feel like you are trying to squeeze your hands towards each other, like you have a block in between. Exhale, let it go. Press up all fours. Give it a moment. Down dog. All right. Run through that. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. To the sky, inhale. Exhale. Number 4, step it forward. Back knee down, inhale, hands to the sky. Stay. Breathe in. Hands down, 2 straight legs. So lift up your back knee and take a stretch. Now we have the turn of the right leg. So as you bend into the right knee, toes to the right, open. If you want, the left knee can come to the ground. Inhale your heart. If you gotta grab that block, grab it. Bring your right hand on the inside of the foot, spinning the toes. Find that triangle shape. Left hand comes down to the ground. Right hand to the sky. Inhale to a twist. Exhale, we come forward now. Cross your left ankle behind your right. Bend the knees, let your head go. And then pull your hips to the left and walk your hands to the right. Stretch through the side body. Where are you holding tension? Let it go. Breathe big into your back. Uncross the legs. Inhale, flat back, lift. Exhale, just fold. Bend the knees a little bit, go to the sky, all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Take your left foot, take it off your mat a little bit and put weight into it. So I'm gonna lean back. And then grab hold of your left wrist, straighten the legs, reach up and over to the right. Come back to center. Right foot comes off your mat, put some weight into it, bend the legs, and then take your right hand, stretch the legs, go up and over to the left, breathe. Come back to center, hands to heart. Interlace your fingers, press down on the knees like you're pushing down, and then take it all the way up. Tail is heavy, heart is open, inhale. Exhale all the way down to the ground, bend the knees, let your head go. Step left foot back, gaze forward, inhale. Right foot back, down dog, exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Use your inhale to come through to the up dog. Exhale, lower. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, baby cobra, maybe locust. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, back to down dog. Find your breath. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Back up, inhale. Exhale. Number 4. Step it forward. Back knee down, arms up, breathe it in. Just stay. Hands down, 2 straight legs. Use your blocks if you like. No rush, right? Twist now. As we bend into the left knee, the toes are going to the left. The knee is going to the left, and that left arm circles up. Maybe the right knee's down. And then we can bring it to the inside. So as you're coming out of it, spin your toes forward. Left hand on the inside. Drop your back foot. And you've got this triangle shape. To enjoy. Or not. It sucks. Right hand down to the ground. Left hand to the sky. Inhale into a big twist. Exhale to the top of the mat. Right ankle crosses behind the left. Ooh. Pull your hips to the right. Walk your hands to the left. I feel like I make extra sound effects in the morning. I should really add some music to this, huh? Come back to center, undo, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. To the sky, rise up immediately. Left foot goes back, catch that left wrist over to the right. Center. Right foot steps off, catch your right wrist up and over to the left. Center. Interlace the fingers, press down, push forward and up. Tail is heavy, heart is open. Inhale. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Whew. Right foot steps back, gaze forward. Inhale. That was an exhale. Exhale, down dog. It's hard to talk and do this. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Child's pose. Inhale through your cat into your up dog. Exhale, lower. Shoulders back. Inhale, lift hands, baby cobra. Locust. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up, all fours. Exhale, meet you back in down dog. One more round. We'll add on at the end. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. To the sky, inhale. Exhale. Number 4, inhale. Step it forward, exhale. Back knee down, arms up, breathe it in. Hands down, 2 straight legs. The turn out, bend into the knee, toes to the right, right arm to the sky. As the toes go forward, hand comes on the inside of the right foot. Drop your back heel, now it's that triangle shape. Left hand circles to the ground, just a regular old twist in your lunge. Left ankle crosses behind right, fold. Undo the feet, inhale, half lift. Just fold. To the sky, inhale, rise up. To the heart, exhale. Feet can be a little bit closer. Pull your hips back, hug your navel in, find your chair. Pull the hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your glutes, hug in the front ribs, use your belly to lift up your heart. Soften your shoulders. You know how I like to check on things when you're in hard poses. All good there. What time is it? All right, one more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Okay, now think of cat here. So right hip back, left hip forward. If you were to take cat and round your back, pull the low belly in. You could maybe float your hands a little bit off the ground. Now keeping your belly strong, the legs strong. Now upper back, think some more up dog. Lift your heart high. And then use that. And you might even bend your left knee to rise up crescent. Breathe. Find it at the top. Right hand to your right hip. From your left hip that's heavy, reach up to the sky. Arc over to the right. And then take your left hand to sacrum, that low, flat bone. And you can wrap your elbow, squeeze your shoulder blades, wrap your elbow, reach your right arm up. Exhale. Think heart to the sky, tailbone heavy, maybe up and back. Maybe you can look over your left shoulder. Bend a little bit deeper into the right knee. Left hand meets the right hand, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Find your breath again, slow down, and just regain this moment. Reverse your warrior on the inhale. Exhale, let your hips get heavier, side angle, pressing from that left pinky edge all the way up. Reverse again, this time maybe the right hand comes behind the head, and that idea of lifting as your hips get heavier, and then spinning your heart to the sky. Breathing into your right rib cage. Side angle, pull the hips, stretch up, maybe over. Pull your left shoulder away from your ear. Use your legs and your core. Breathe. Left hand circles down to the ground, right arm to the sky. If you want, what about all 10 toes coming to the pinky edges, opening up a little bit more, breathing. And then circling back. You could go right into chaturanga, you could skip it if we're jumping today. 10 fingers strong, bring your left foot in a little bit closer, shoulders over the wrist. This is enough. How high can you get on your left toes and just hold it? That's enough. Or you lift. You could go right into chaturanga, you could come into something softer. Breathe. Down dog. Left leg rises, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Back to sky, inhale. Knee to nose. Number 4, inhale. Step it forward, exhale. Back knee down, arms up, breathe it in. 2 straight legs. Toes spin to the left, twist, inhale. Now it's a triangle, left hand on the inside, drop the foot, open up and over. Right hand down, left hand to sky, twist. Left hand down, right ankle crosses. Just fold into this one. Just breathe. And cross the legs, half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale to the sky, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Sure. Inhale, heart lifts, pull the belly in. And take our twist. So you're either on the inside or the outside of the leg. I'm going to go to the right. That means left elbow on inside of the left thigh or outside of the right leg. Center on the inhale. Exhale to left. Center, inhale. To right. Center, inhale. To left. Center, inhale. One more. Center. Last one. From your belly. Center, hold, breathe. Pull back and down, pull the belly in, lift and dive. Right foot steps back. So again, if you were to take cat here, rounding, Pulling your right hip forward, your left hip back, the hands could float a little bit, and then from your belly, now your shoulder blades squeeze together to reach your heart forward. Maybe that right knee needs to bend. Squeeze your butt. Use all your muscles. Hands to the sky. Breathe. Left hand to the left hip, so this right hip's heavy as you reach up, arc over to the left. And then right hand, could find the sacrum, maybe it's the right hip. Lift up, wrap towards center line. Lift high, up and back. Up and back. Maybe look over your right shoulder and fall down. Don't fall down. Come back to center, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Settle in. Just breathe. Remind yourself of this moment. In this moment, I am strong. Hands extend out, find your warrior two. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Reverse, maybe the left hand coming behind the head, up and back. All this space into your left rib cage. So I've got my hand on my left rib cage. I'm gonna breathe into my hand. Let it go. Side angle from that back edge. Pull the low belly in. Keep opening up the left knee, spinning your heart to the sky. Right hand down, left hand to sky. Maybe keep spinning the toes. And then circle it back. So you could go right into chaturanga, you could go right into child's pose, or again, shoulders over the wrist, grip your fingers. How straight and strong can you get that left leg, and then up? And then how high can you get to your right tippy toes? Pulling your weight into your arms. Lifting, 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 and that's enough. And believe me, try to stay there for 5 minutes. Exhale, let it go. Down dog. Right leg rises, bend your knee, open your hip. Knee to nose, exhale. Back to the sky, bend and open. Knee to your nose. Number 4, pull back. Okay, changes here. Right knee, left elbow, tap. Shoulders stay square. Come back to number 4. Exhale, tap. Shoulders stay square. Come back to number 4. Last one, tap, hold. Extend the leg out. Fall in triangle, press down to lift up and over, breathe. Hand comes down, hug it in. Step it forward. Squeeze the inner thighs right up, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Right hand to the hip, up and over. Left hand to the sacrum, to the hip, maybe to the inside of that left inner thigh. Reach up and over, look over to the left. Hands to center, inhale, heart high. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse on the inhale, breathe. Side angle, exhale, sink the hips. Straighten right leg, pull up, pull back. Maybe the sole of the foot lifts. Triangle. I'd bring my back foot in a little bit. Right hand to shin. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. So now as you spin your heart to the sky, maybe this top arm, think about squeezing shoulder blades. Flip the palm so it's behind you. And spin, spin, spin. Wrap the arm around. Breathe in. Unwind that left arm all the way up and over. Bring it to the inside of the left foot. Both hands on the inside, not the left foot, the right foot. Start to walk your hands, your toes to center. Let your body weight shift a little bit left to right. And then take your right hand towards your left foot, but your left hand, just keep walking forward. And you can start to bend your right elbow, try to keep your hips square, and just twist yourself underneath yourself, so spinning the ribs to the sky. Maybe that left hand starts to walk more towards the right foot. Probably not a lot, just a little bit. You totally can't see what I'm doing, can you? And then we're going to come back to center and just shake it out. And then take your left hand towards your right foot. It doesn't even have to touch. And your right hand, if there's the center underneath your nose, your right hand just walks straight away. And your hips are as square as you can tell. And then begin to bend your left elbow. And see if just your ribs, from your ribs to the crown of the head, can spin towards the sky. And breathe. Keep pulling your hips back in space. And maybe now your right hand starts to walk more towards your left foot. It's not going to be a lot, unless you're Gumby, and then maybe it will be. And then breathe. All the space, all the side body space. And then carefully, just both hands undo. Think of a big down dog. Pull your hips back and your hands forward. Let your head hang. Take it to the top of the mat, runner's lunge, inhale. However you want to get back to chaturanga, down dog, exhale. Give it a couple breaths. Try your jump again. Big breath in, big breath out. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Back to the sky, inhale. Oh, bend and open. Stay there for a second. Bring it forward. Crossover number 4, pull the hips back. All right, to the right elbow, exhale, touch, but square your shoulders. So that means go to the left a little bit more. Come back to number 4. Tap it. Number 4. One more time, tap and hold. And then unwind. Press down to lift up, breathe. Hand comes down, hug it in, step it forward. Inhale up. Stay for your exhale. Left hand to hip, lift up, arc over to the left side. And then as you come through, right hand to sacrum, or just the hip, or it goes all the way, and it's that big open chest, wrap around to the inside of the thigh. Lift up, 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 and back. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Right hand meets the left. Warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle. Straighten left leg. Maybe the sole of the foot. And then let it go. Heel toe the back foot in a little bit. Pull your hips back. Triangle. Triangle doesn't have to be deep. If you're taking the arm, squeeze the shoulder blade. Spin your heart up. And then that palm goes back, catches. And you can use that. So if your hand's pushing into this base leg, then how far can your heart go from that? And continue to spin. Pull the low belly in. Maybe let your head go. Whew. Unwind slowly. Both hands on the inside. And then walk your hands to center. Drop your knees down. Let's take frog. So if you can always do this against a wall. You could do it one at a time. You're basically 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Bring your elbows down. So try not to be on the kneecap. Can you be on the inside of the knee? And then from there, imagine you're trying to take cat pose and squeeze your knees towards each other and push your arms into the ground and breathe. And then maybe let it go. Maybe go a little bit deeper. And then again, squeeze everything to center. Think of cat, squeeze, push the ground away, but breathe even and calm. 3. Squeeze a little bit more. 1. Let it relax. 3 breaths here. And then one hand and the other hand. Lift up your chest. Woo. Bring your toes in. Pull those knees together. Woo. Keep it a little bit wide and now just some big circles. And then reverse the direction. Hands come underneath you. Okay. So if you've practiced with me before, here's an opportunity to jump right into handstand. So a couple things we can do. You can hover your knees and hold. And then you could try to take a little hop and see what happens. Okay? We could then make that hop a little bit bigger. Get your shoulders over your wrists and see if you can hop. Maybe hold your handstand. Maybe you don't. Heels in, toes out. Bend into the right knee. Left toes to the sky. Side to side a couple times. And then we're going to walk it all the way to the top of the mat. However you want to get back to down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. So because my time management is terrible, it's getting close to the end. Right now, if you have time, do some balancing, standing balance. That's what I was wanting to do, but next time. If you're out of time like myself, then we're going to lower down the elbows and the knees. And just take a cat-cow here. So round your back, look to your belly. Ooh. Inhale, let your belly drop. Lift up your sitting bones, lift up your heart. Exhale again, round. Inhale, lift your heart. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Now with your sitting bones lifted, can you also hug your low belly in? And can you imagine your sitting bones, right sitting bone pulls to the right, left sitting bone pulls to the left. Feet are active. And then from here, maybe start to take one hand really strong forward and the other hand and melt your heart. If that feels like it's too much, then instead of having this cow back, you could take it from more of a cat low belly, so you're not so big. And what that would look like is more of just keeping your abs in and walking it out. Wherever you are, stay for a couple big breaths. Imagine trying to move your armpits away from each other so the chest opens. As well as your shoulder blades. Like you're trying to pull your mat, trying to rip it in half. And then can slowly just start to pull yourself back to child's pose. Hands can come by your ankles. Let your head just relax, as well as your shoulders. And then from here, lift up your chest. Sweep around to one side, bring the legs forward. Cross your right ankle over your left, that number 4 shape again. Give it a moment. I'm going to go through this a little bit faster. If you have time, then hang out in it. So let it rock side to side. And then we'll pull the legs over to the left, gaze over to the right. Maybe your top knee tries to pull towards your bottom leg. Come back through the center and take it over to the other side. Come back to center, uncross the legs, press down, shoulders back, just like we did earlier. Lift up the hips. Taking a lion's breath on this one. Let your head go back. Big inhale. Stick out your tongue. One more inhale. Let it all go. Other leg. Left crosses over right. Give it some time, side to side. And then take it over to the right. Top knee tries to move towards bottom heel. Then lift the heart, spin over to the left. And come back through center, take it over to the other side. Again, that lift first and then look over the shoulder. Come back to center, lift up the heart. Let it go. All right. From here, roll on down to your back. Goodness, bring your knees, let them go side to side. So, bridge, wheel, supported bridge. Just one for about 5 rounds of breath. Squeeze through the midline, right? The inner thighs, use your whole foot, use your shoulder, press down, lift up. Walk the shoulder blades together. Press down, lift up. Breathe. And then let yourself roll down. Whew. Knees rock side to side. Happy baby. Get the sacrum on the ground. And then find what works. Ankles back to the thighs. So if you have the time, do what you still want to do. More inversions, more grounding poses, Shavasana for 20 minutes. Take your legs up to the sky, circle your ankles out. And then hug the knees into the chest. Twist knees to the right, gaze to the left, breathe. Come back to the center, take it over to the other side. Back to center, hug your knees in. I'm going to take Shavasana, but just in case this is about to cut off, I'm going to say goodbye. Hands to the sky, stretch high. Hands to your heart. Feel your breath. All the things you feel in this moment, all the things that serve you, all the things that are true.